Have you ever wondered if God is a harsh judge waiting for you to mess up, or a grandfather who ignores your mistakes? Most of us struggle to balance the idea of a God who is deeply loving with a God who is perfectly just. We want a God who is kind when we fail, but we also want a God who is outraged by the evil we see in the world. The problem is that we usually try to make God fit into our own shifting human categories of fairness and niceness. But if God were simply nice and ignored every wrong thing ever done, he wouldn't actually be a good or holy God. Imagine a human judge who let every criminal walk free just because he felt loving that day. We would call that judge corrupt. A truly good judge must hate what is evil and must ensure that every single debt is eventually paid in full. God is the perfect judge because he sees every secret thought, every hidden motive, and every act of injustice in history. He cannot sweep sin under the rug because his very nature is light, and in him there is no darkness at all. This creates a massive dilemma for us. How can a holy judge ever be in a relationship with people like us? We have all broken his law, and if he is perfectly just, then our debt is far greater than we could ever pay. The beauty of the gospel is that God did not choose between being a judge and being a father, he chose to be both. The Bible explains this mystery in Romans 3:26, saying that God did this to show his righteousness at the present time. It says that he is just and the justifier of the one who has faith in Jesus, which is the greatest news ever told. On the cross, God did not ignore the requirements of justice. He satisfied them by taking the punishment on himself. Jesus took the guilty verdict that belonged to us, so that we could receive the righteous standing that belongs to him. Justice was served, but mercy was given. The judge stepped off the bench and paid the fine for the prisoner. Because of the cross, you don't have to hide from the judge in fear. You can run to him as a forgiven child. Your debt has been settled, not because it didn't matter, but because the King of the universe loved you enough to pay it. Take a moment today to thank God that he is both perfectly just and incredibly merciful toward you in Christ.